Whenever seeking is involved, it means that that which we are to seek is hidden. Immediately there is seeking, that which we are to seek is hidden. That's why we are to seek it. Sheila, that's why we are to seek it. Therefore, if we are here to seek God, it means that we have to seek God in places where he seems hidden. Sheila, you cannot seek God where God is showing off openly to everyone. Sheila, God cannot hide. This is what people don't know, that God cannot hide in good people. God cannot hide in good and favorable circumstances and people. There is no hiding there. There you are seeing, you are experiencing God. You are not seeking God, you are experiencing. You can experience God from good and favorable people or circumstances, and you can only seek God. Through good people and good circumstances, Sheila, you can only experience God, you cannot seek God. God is already there, open. You can only seek God. In circumstances and people whom you can't stand, which you can't stand, which are unfavorable to you. Where God seems absent, where God seems hidden. And it is where God seems, not where God is hiding or is absent. Where he only seems to be absent. Not in places where God is absent because he cannot be absent. Where he seems, or where he has intently denied. Where we can only seek God in places where God seems absent, and in places and circumstances where God has been intently denied. Because God cannot be absent anywhere else where humanity have said hapa hakuna Mungu, it is intently denying. Those are only two places you can seek God. But experiencing God, you can experience God in good people. You cannot seek in good people. You can experience God in good people, but you cannot seek God in good people. You cannot experience God in bad people, but you can seek God in bad people. You cannot seek God in good circumstances because the good circumstances are your testimony. You are already experiencing God. You can't seek God when you are experiencing God. That's why there has to be shit here. If everything was okay, Sheila, unafikiri watu wangeenda kanisani? People will be moving up and down seeking for God. Yes, if everything was good, we will not be seeking for God, because that good is what God is. He's openly revealing himself. You forget. Everything is okay. Everything is good. Beautiful. Happy. Forget about everything. Forget about seeking God. Everything is okay. What do we need God for? But we are here. God wants to be known. You cannot know God where he is presenting himself. You will forget God. When God presents himself openly like everything is good, people forget God. They will never know God. Therefore, to seek God is in other places where he seems hidden, where he has been intently denied, where you can find God. There is no testimony there. This other side of goodness and every good people, good circumstances, good situations, they are all testimonies. They are all what God is. You can't seek God in God. When God instructs us to seek Him, you cannot go seek God in God. Others angesema njoni hapa, niko hapa. He cannot be absent, therefore. In places where he seems absent, he is. In the places where we have intently denied God, he is. He cannot be absent. He is omnipresent. It is only God that exists. It is only God that exists. There is no empty space. All space is occupied by God. Space is what God is. Sheila, space. Because everything occupies space. Space is what God is. Every occupation of space and space, every manifestation is within space. Everything in the universe is within space. Time and matter. Time moves within space. Matter manifests within space. Everything exists within space. Nothing exists outside of space. Sheila, I told you it only needs understanding to be down to earth with humility to experience God. You cannot stand up tall in front of people saying you know God. You cannot make sense out of God, Sheila. God does not make sense. You cannot make sense out of God. Neither can you make sense out of your beliefs, because beliefs are full of nonsense. That is the story, Sheila. I'm telling the truth. You cannot. This is the fact, Sheila. You cannot make sense out of God because God does not make sense. You cannot make sense out of your belief because beliefs are full of nonsense. Period. Yours is just to be. You cannot study God, Sheila. You can never study God. To study something, you have to be outside of it. You can never study God. This thing you call as God, you can never study it. When you are told just to be, you are just to be. And the state of being, Sheila, when you are just to be, is to be who you truly are from the space of the heart. Only, Sheila, being what you truly are from the space of the heart. You cannot try to make sense out of God. God does not make sense. Let me tell you one thing. The atheists, they have a belief that God does not exist. Let me tell you one thing. It is very valid. Many people, they think these people awkward, but it is very valid. Sheila, Immediately you say God exists, you are already trying to make sense out of God. Immediately God is this, it automatically means that is not the opposite of that. Immediately you say God exists, it means that he cannot be non-existent. This is what you have to know. There is nothing. God is not. When you say he exists, he lacks that. He doesn't lack it. He doesn't lack existence. It is true. When you say God is non-existent, let me tell you, he doesn't lack non-existence. Non-existence itself is part of God. God doesn't make sense. It is a mystery. Sheila, immediately you try to make sense out of God, you miss God. Yours is just to be and operate through the understanding from the space of heart. The space of heart is that knowledge of the true, the who you truly are. The space of heart is the knowledge. Understanding is only given, or understanding is achieved or attained only through the grace from God. Knowing what you are in truth, knowing who you are in truth, knowing how you participate in the physical reality in truth. This Trinity is what be still and know that I am God is. Knowing what you are in truth, knowing who you are in truth, knowing how you serve in truth. Be still and know that I am God. Be. When it says be, it is that knowledge of what you are. Just be. Just be. Because that which you seek, you already are. Be. And then when they go to the next word, still. Is knowing who you are. That wherever you are, God is. And when it says, and know that I am God, how you participate outside here, how you serve in truth outside here, know that I am God. How you serve in truth outside here, there is only one truth. I told you the other day, there is only one truth. There is only one law. How you serve in truth, walking with truth. And this is how you are going to serve in truth, by seeing God. By acknowledging and seeing God in everything where God seems present and showing off himself. And claiming to reveal God in places where God seems absent. Yours here, when it says the first one, be, is knowing what you are in truth, one with God. Knowing who you are in truth is that stillness. Knowing who you are in truth, that where you are, God is. You are one with everything. That is who you are. Knowing how you serve in truth is knowing God. Is knowing how you serve in truth outside here. That one single eye, that fills your eye, your body with light. Seeing God in everything. Where God seems absent, you claim God to reveal him, because he cannot be absent. This is what being still and knowing that I am God. It's not just sitting. It's not, when stillness is not about sitting, it's the stillness of the within. When you're told be still, watu wanatafuta maana na kete, I am still. You are not still. Again, if you are told to be still, God said, I have to be still and wait for his instruction. Stillness is stillness of the heart. Stillness is not waiting. Stillness has zero expectations from anywhere. It entails no waiting. When there is waiting, it is not stillness. Stillness is the state of being, knowing who you are, and that you are one with everything outside here. That is stillness. Because you are never experiencing anything outside here. All experiencing is within. No situation, no one is on your hand. No one is poking your skin, no one is touching your skin. Everything you are experiencing is within. When you are told that you are experiencing physical reality, Sheila, it is not what you are seeing, what you are touching here. The physical reality, you are experiencing it from within. All the turmoils you are experiencing outside here of fear and everything because of things, you are not experiencing anything outside here, Sheila. All the experiencing is emotionally within. Everything you feel within yourself. There's nothing you are feeling outside here. Experiencing is what you are feeling, Sheila. It's not what you are seeing with your eyes. Your eyes are looking. It's not what you are listening. You are hearing with your ears. Physical reality is not what you are hearing with your ears. It is what you are listening to. Listening is from within. It's not what you are looking at. It is what you are seeing at, Sheila. Seeing is from within. You are seeing through your eyes. You are hearing through your ears. You are touching through your touch. You are smelling through your nose. You are tasting through your tongue. You are not experiencing anything. You are experiencing everything. Sheila, you are experiencing from your 5 senses. You are experiencing this reality from your 5 senses. That's why I'm telling you, you are not seeing. You are looking. The seeing is within. You are seeing through your eyes. That action of seeing through your eyes is what looking is. That action of hearing through your ears is what listening is. Talking is speaking. Using the mouth or through the mouth is what talking is. Speaking through the mouth. So, you have to understand one thing, and you have to ask yourself, who is that? Who is that hearing through the listening of the ear? Who is that seeing through the looking of the eye? Who is that tasting through the tasting of the tongue? Who is that? Who is that smelling through the senses of the nose? The nose. What is that? After you ask yourself like that question, after you ask yourself that question, you have to know that the one who is doing all those things is the one who is experiencing the reality through this physical body. Experiencing reality through physical body. No one has experienced anything from the day they were born. No one has experienced anything from outside of their skin going out. No one has experienced anything. You are experiencing the reflection of eyes, the reflection of light through your eyes. That is what you are experiencing. When somebody touches you, you are not experiencing them. You are experiencing your own touch senses. The food is not delicious. You are experiencing the taste sense. The music is not good. You are experiencing the hearing sensory perception. You're just experiencing perceptions here. What is standing between your perceptions and the real you is the physical mind. What is standing between the true you and your 5 senses is the physical mind. Because what translations your physical mind gives to the signals from the 5 senses, what report it compiles from the output of the 5 senses is what you will experience. What meaning you give here is your experience. Everyone is experiencing the meanings they have given. Sheila, no one is experiencing anyone. The physical reality is not us moving here. I'm driving. This is the physical reality. I'm driving a car. Listen, that is not your physical reality. It is a projection. It is a hologram. Moving here, this is how, Sheila, everything is a hologram. What is happening outside here? You want to know what is happening, the truth of what is happening outside here? What you feel and what you think is what is happening outside here. Because everything is within. What you think about yourself, about yourself concerning what is happening here, and about what you feel about what is happening here is what is happening. Your physical reality is not you going to take shower. It is not real. You are not experiencing reality, moving here, moving there. I am in 3rd density. This is the physical reality. Sheila, the physical reality is what is triggered to you, within you, experiencing through you. Because everything here, outside here, when you say I am passing through a situation, you are not moving around with that situation carrying it. You will be in the same hologram of driving, walking, going to the shop, sleeping with your spouse, seeing everything, television, listening to music. You will be in all these projections and in all these forms of holograms here. But the experiencing, in the midst of you doing that, if there is, you have fear within you, if you have anger within you, if you have resentment within you, unforgiveness within you, rage within you, Sheila, in the midst of your movement in all this hologram, you are not experiencing driving this and that. You are experiencing the unforgiveness everywhere you go while you are driving, the anger while you are driving, the resentment, the rage you are feeling while driving. When you are watching television, you are not even with the television, you are feeling the rage, the anger, the resentment, the fear within you, Sheila. When you are doing everything in this hologram, you are experiencing that which you are experiencing is what is happening outside here, and it is the truth. Because in the midst of you being in physicality, driving, sleeping, doing this, taking shower and everything, if there is shit here, it is that shit which you are experiencing, and it is happening. It is the reality. Whatever you are feeling, whatever you are feeling, whatever.
Hold on a bit.
The physical reality is not real. What is real is the experience of the physical reality. Is that which is real. The experience of the physical reality is real. But the physical reality is not real. Because in the midst of cars moving and buses moving on the street, you could be experiencing anger, resentment, fear, jealousy. But whatever is happening in front of you is something else. Buses and cars are moving here and there. People are busy in the street. People, every hologram of what is happening here is happening. People moving, cars moving, buses moving. But it will be another thing you will be experiencing. You can be in that hologram, but what you are experiencing is something else. You are angry with somebody else. You have fear of something else, is what you are experiencing within. The physical reality, it is not real, but the experience of the physical reality is what is real. This is what we haven't known. We are just overwhelmed by the hologram, not focusing on what we feel at each and every moment. We are never paying attention. When we are told to pay attention, is not to pay attention on what is happening in the hologram of the reality, which is a projection. It is to pay attention to what you are feeling, because what you are feeling is what you are experiencing. It is not what you are seeing in the hologram.